Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this historic occasion of inaugural session of the third edition of Northeast India Festival here in Rex Hotel, Ho Chi Minh City. Two great countries, India and Vietnam, coming together to promote brotherhood and progress. India's Northeast is geographically nearer with a very strong similarity of culture, food habits, and strong historical linkage with Vietnam and rest of Southeast Asia. India's visionary Prime Minister, Honorable Shri Narendra Modi, has focused on active policy to promote relationship with Southeast Asia and with Northeast India as gateway. Northeast India Festival aims at connecting India's Northeast with Southeast Asia. The first two editions of Northeast India Festival was organized in Bangkok, which was declared as a significant moment of Indo-Thai relationship. With this historical friendship and growing trade relationship with Vietnam, the Ho Chi Minh City is definitely the next destination of this historical Northeast India Festival. Today is the inauguration day in the presence of the dignitaries from both Indian side. We have got honorable ministers from different states, honorable top officials of various state governments of Northeast, entrepreneurs. Around 300 people have come from Northeast India, along with the Vietnamese delegation comprising political leadership, officials, entrepreneurs, and intelligentsia. And we welcome you all for this historic occasion. This inaugural session is a starting point of this relationship. On 28th and 29th of October, that is tomorrow and day after, in this Rex Hotel, we have series of business meet. B2B meet on tourism, B2B meet on trade, and people-to-people exchange meet between scholars of Northeast India and Vietnam. In the festival area at the September 23rd Park, we are having an exhibition of products from Northeast, Vietnamese cuisines, and we are having some cultural exchange program. We have spectacular fashion show. The designers are coming from India, the models are from Vietnam. We have rock bands coming from India. We have got popular band rappers from Vietnam. We have cultural performers coming from all northeastern states, and we have dance performers coming from Vietnam. So this is cultural exchange, trade exchange, tourism exchange, and people-to-people exchange, the active vision of our Prime Minister and the vision of the leadership of Vietnam. So this Northeast India Festival will be for 3 days, and I'll give a small promo video, what you're going to expect in this Northeast India Festival next 2 days. Can you run the video, please, Sudipta? Thank you. We're extremely privileged to have amongst us all of you, and we are blessed. So we start the program today with lighting of lamp. May I request Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh, Honorable Minister for State for External Affairs and Education, Government of India, Mr. Bui Kwang, Vice Chairman of People's Committee of Ho Chi Minh City, Mr. Tim T. Bagra, Honorable Minister of Industries, Trade and Commerce, Textiles of Government of Arunachal Pradesh, Mr. Frederick Roy Kharkhanger, Commissioner Government of Meghalaya, Mr. Ramakrishnan from Government of Nagaland, to come, along with our CZ, Dr. Madan Mohan Sethi, and most importantly, Mr. Sandeep Arya, India's ambassador to Vietnam. May I request you all to come. Yeah. Also, Honorable Vice Chairman of Inchuan Province, may I request you to come to the lighting of lamp. Also, sir, Joint Secretary Donor sir is here, Mr. Harpreet Singh, representing Ministry of Donor. Sir, can you come, sir? Please come. So, you should come, sir. Come here. Request honorable guests to stay back. May I request Dang Mei to felicitate Mr. Bui Huang Kwang, Honorable Vice Chairman of People Committee of Ho Chi Minh City. Take the lamp. Take lamp to lamp to lamp. Lamp to lamp. Lamp to lamp. So this is Naga Sal, a popular textile from India, from India's Nagaland. This is a soul of love and affection between two countries. And thank you so much, sir, for coming here and blessing us. Honorable Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh, Honorable Minister for State External Affairs and Education, Government of India. Sir has been a backbone of our initiative. And a big round of applause for Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh for his support, and with also the support to Indian Ambassador, sir, Indian Embassy at Vietnam, and our CZ, sir, Dr. Madan Mohan Sethi. The support of MEA has been instrumental for this program. May I also request you to felicitate our Ambassador, sir, Sandeep Arya, India's Ambassador to Vietnam. Also, the Chairman of Inchuan Province, can I request a shawl to our Honorable Chairman, sir? Our Honorable Minister, T. Bagra, sir, Honorable Minister for Industries, Trade and Commerce, Government of Arunachal Pradesh. Yeah, you can give. Yeah. Mr. Frederick Roy Kharkhanger, Commissioner, Government of Meghalaya. Ramakrishnan, sir, you have to come here, sir. And of course, Dr. Madan Mohan Sethi, the real man behind for the entire program is possible for Dr. Madan Mohan Sethi. So our gratitude, our love and affection, a big round of applause for Dr. Madan Mohan Sethi, the Consul General, dynamic Consul General of India in Vietnam. And of course, Mr. Ramakrishnan, Principal Secretary, Government of Nagaland. Thank you so much, honorable dignitaries. We request our ambassador, sir, after some time, Sandeep Arya, sir, for his, also before that, sir, we have a dance performance, then we. Satriya dance is the eighth classical dance form of India. Satriya dance is from Assam, and it's a very popular dance form, and we start everything with a prayer to a god, Rama. This is a Ram Vandana, a Satriya dance form by very talented Midusmita Das, Bora, and her team, coming all the way from Assam. She's a very acclaimed artist, and today she'll be presenting Ram Vandana, Midusmita, for you.
लक्ष्मी कान्तं कमलनयनं योगिभिर्ध्यानगम्यम् वन्दे विष्णु भवभयहरणं सर्वलोकैकनाथं सर्वलोकैकनाथं सर्वलोकैकनाथम्
मधुदानवदारणदेववरम् हरीश सहायरतं हनुमंत हरीश सहायरतं रतरंग परायण शत्रुनतं रतरंग परायण शत्रुनतं सहाय रतं रतरङ्गपरायण शत्रुनतं हनुमन्त हरीश सहाय रतं रतरङ्गपरायण शत्रुनतं 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 सुख मोक्षद दाक्षा रामा रमाण सुख मोक्षद दाक्षा रामा रमाण मना सोपरिमेया सहस्रफनं मन सोपरिमेया सहस्रफनं
Dina kita tak dinak day. Dina kita tak dinak day. Day bridana tak brinda tak
प्रणतोऽस्मि नतोऽस्मि नतोऽस्मि हरिं हरिवैरिहुताशन भुव्य हरिं प्रणतोऽस्मि नतोऽस्मि नतोऽस्मि हरिं हरिवैरिहुताशन भुव्य हरिं प्रणतोऽस्मि नतोऽस्मि नतोऽस्मि हरिं प्रणतोऽस्मि नतोऽस्मि नतोऽस्मि हरिं प्रणतोऽस्मि नतोऽस्मि नतोऽस्मि हरिं प्रणतोऽस्मि नतोऽस्मि नतोऽस्मि हरिं हरिवैरिहुताशन भुव्य हरिं भुव्य हरिं भुव्य हरिं हरिकिङ्कर शङ्कर ईशपदे पदमीचन गायति चामृतदे हरिकिङ्कर शङ्कर ईशपदे पदमीचन गायति चामृतदे हरिकिङ्कर शङ्कर ईशपदे पदमीचन गायति चामृतदे पदमीचन गायति चामृतदे पदमीचन गायति चामृतदे पदमीचन गायति चामृतदे चामृतदे चामृतदे
Wonderful performance from Miss Modismita Das Bora and her troupe, and thank you for this wonderful recital of Khatriya dance. Now, as we move ahead, and Honorable Ambassador, India's Ambassador to Vietnam, Mr. Sandeep Arya, with a welcome address. Can I request Honorable Ambassador, sir?
Honorable Minister of State for External Affairs of India, Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh, Honorable Minister from the Government of Arunachal Pradesh and senior officials from various northeastern states in India, Honorable Vice Chairman of Ho Chi Minh City, Mr. Bui Suan Kong, Honorable Vice Chairman of Ninh Thuan Province, Mr. Nguyen Long Bien, senior officials from the provinces of Can Tho, Bin Phuc, Khanoa, and Ca Mau, which combines a total of representatives of 6 provinces in Vietnam who have come together for this function. Good evening, namaste, xin chào, as they say in Vietnam. A very hearty and warm welcome to all the delegations who have traveled all the way from Northeast India for the festival which will go on for the next 3 days, including today. And a very warm welcome also to our guests from various provinces in Vietnam at this function. I'm personally happy to travel 1700 kilometers south from Hanoi city to join the Northeast Festival 2023 in person, which is, of course, a very important city and a very important part which has very strong, good relations with India. As an Indian ambassador to Vietnam, I see the northeastern part of India has a very special significance for India-Vietnam comprehensive strategic partnership. The anchor mentioned in the beginning about geographical closeness of northeastern part of India with Vietnam. If one flies from Delhi to Hanoi or Hanoi to Delhi, one overflies, one enters India and one actually moves from northeastern part of India to enter each other. So it's literally a entry point into India and entry point from Vietnam, from northeast of India into the Southeast Asian countries. So that's, I think, a very, very important factor which we all need to be aware of, conscious of. Over the last 1 year since I have been in Vietnam, I have noticed lots of similarities actually between various provinces in northeast of India and in various provinces in Vietnam. And I'll just briefly mention some of them. The landscape in Vietnam, I have been to, of course, several provinces in northeast India, but it is so striking that the landscape, the rich natural beauty, dense forest, large quantities of water, rivers, streams remind me so much of northeast India when I travel around Vietnam, which is, I think, which is really very, very impressive, which is much more than that with any other part of India. I think both northeastern parts of India and many parts of Vietnam are really very fast growing economies, very upwardly mobile, progressing, developing parts of the country, which is again very impressive to see or witness with your own eyes. What I also notice is that northeastern parts of India and Vietnam as a country also are full of energy, full of aspiration, full of self-belief, full of pride in oneself, and the kind of energy and the belief in one's identity shows, I think, is very, very interesting to see. When you go around the world, the similarities become even more stark, and which I think are representative of India and Vietnam as two countries which are moving forward in terms of economic growth and development on the global scale. And that is, I think, represented by the two countries and the northeastern parts of India. The other very interesting feature which I notice is really the outward looking approach, being very friendly, warm, and openness with which people in Vietnam reach out to rest of the world, and a similar warmth and outward focus in the northeastern part of India is also very, very visible, and I think is very impressive. And finally, I think the cultural convergences, the interest in music, the richness of the music in Vietnam and the music in northeastern states of India, the love for football, the love for new technologies, the association with Buddhism, and food also. I think if I have to compare food in various parts of India, if one tries to look at, the closest to Vietnamese food will be the food in northeastern parts of India. So I think these similarities between Vietnam as a country and the northeastern states in India really make it a natural fit for the two sides to really work together, and that generates convergences for us to strengthen the bond, which I hope the festival will be a stepping stone in that direction over the next 3 days. Dear friends, I think you are all aware of Act East policy as being an important element of India's outreach to Southeast Asia region as a whole. And as Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi has mentioned, northeast of India is India's gateway to Southeast Asia. And that's what I think this festival seeks to promote and seeks to advance, seeks to open up opportunities in Vietnam for various provinces in the northeastern part of India. And I think what Vietnam will also notice over 3 days of the festival is really a very potential region for greater cooperation at the level of province to province. While the two governments engage, I think it's important that the regions also engage, and I think the festival will lay the foundation for this over these 3 days. I'm also, I think, I'm happy that the festival has chosen 3 very interesting themes for discussions tomorrow. And I think those themes have been carefully chosen because they represent similarities or synergies between northeastern states in India and also of important dimensions of Vietnam's own growth. We'll be talking about trade and business cooperation, trade and business opportunities between India, or northeastern states of India and Vietnam, which will be one important session, and I'm looking forward to addressing that session myself tomorrow afternoon. The second, I think, important session is tourism. Tourism is such an important part of Vietnam's growth and priorities, and I think in northeastern states, the kind of richness which they represent through tourism is something which is, I think, a very well chosen theme, and I actually am trying to participate also in that function and briefly address tomorrow morning. I think the third is the academic exchanges, the historical background of Vietnam and northeastern India, and the people level connections and the cultural ties. I think that is what will be covered in a third session tomorrow. So I congratulate, I think, the both sides to come together and to design the components of three themes of discussions tomorrow, which are very apt for the festival and for the connections between northeastern parts of India and Vietnam. I think finally I will keep my specific comments in each of these three areas for the discussions tomorrow, but I am very grateful to the Government of India and the government of the provinces in India for their support for realizing the Northeastern Festival taking place in Ho Chi Minh City through these 3 days. I'm also grateful to the government of Vietnam and the province of Ho Chi Minh City, which has come forward with so much of support for making the function possible today, and the support from the other 5 provinces by participating here, which represents, I think, their interest and their support and their keenness to do more with the northeastern states in India. I look forward to generation of lots of ideas over tomorrow and day after during the discussions between delegations from northeastern states in India and the provinces in Vietnam, and over the coming years to really operationalize, translate some of those ideas which will generate in different areas to make them an integral part of India-Vietnam partnership, which should strengthen and bring together the government, the businesses, the people, and the societies in both countries. Thank you all very much. Sin, come on.
Thank you so much, respected India's ambassador to Vietnam, for a very informative and fact-based approach about the entire festival and the background. Thank you so much, sir. Now, may I request Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh, Honorable Minister for State for External Affairs and Education, Government of India, for his address. A round of applause for Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh.
Ambassador of India to Vietnam, Shri Sandip Acharya ji, Consular General of India to Ho Chi Minh City, Shri Madan Mohan ji, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Namaskar, Jing Chao, Jin Chao, and Sao Bui Toi. I'm delighted to attend the 3rd edition of Northeast India Festival in the beautiful historic city of Ho Chi Minh. This is my 2nd time here, and I carry wonderful memories from my last visit. The Northeastern India Festival serves as a bridge connecting India's northeast with Vietnam and other Southeast Asian countries. My heartfelt congratulations and appreciations to all of you, especially to Shri Nguyen Lam Bin, Vice Chairman of Ninh Tao Ho Chi Minh, and Mr. Bui Duong Khun, Vice Chairman, People's Committee, Ho Chi Minh, for gracing this occasion with your presence. The success of 1st and 2nd edition of Northeast India Festival held previously in Bangkok demonstrated their significance role in fostering numerous opportunity and connection between people and the business. Today, I am pleased to witness the third edition of this festival unfold here in Vietnam. In the recent years, Government of India has reinforced its commitment to the development and improvement of connectivity in the northeastern states. These states are abundant in natural resources, minerals, exotic fruits, and unparalleled scenic beauty. What truly set Northeast India apart is its cultural tapestry, woven with the threads of ancient traditions and indigenous heritage. Each state has a unique heritage, evident in its festival, languages, and art forms, making the region a melting pot of diverse custom and ritual. The transformational effort made by the Government of India in upgrading infrastructure, enhancing healthcare and education facilities, and implementing various development initiatives have propelled the holistic development of the region. The northeastern states of India possesses significant growth potentials abundant in both human and natural resources. Together, they accommodate a population of about 51 millions with a combined GDP of 110 billions US dollar. These states, which share international borders, play a vital role in India's Act East policy, linking the ASEAN country through cultural and tourism exchanges, commerce, and enhanced connectivity. Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi's leadership has significantly bestowed the region's infrastructure, industry, and connectivity. Each state in this region has distinct economic potential and distinct qualities and economic potential. For example, Assam serves as the gateway with strength in crude oil, gas, tea, bamboo, and agro products, while Manipur is renowned for handicraft and bamboo. Arunachal Pradesh possesses substantial hydropower potential and is home to the Tawang Monastery. Meghalaya excel in turmeric and strawberry production. Nagaland has reserves of cobalt and oil. Sikkim is famous for cardamom, Mizoram for bamboo, and Tripura for tea and natural gas. The northeastern states collectively offer a rich landscape for horticulture, medicinal plant, and organic farming, presenting an opportunity to become a hub for organic products, renewable energy, and international tourism with abundant raw minerals and materials, affordable labor, and access to the Southeast Asian market. This region holds significant promise for investment, particularly from countries like Vietnam. Moreover, the northeastern state possesses unique geography, rich cultural heritage and history, making them popular tourist destinations. The hospitality industry is growing rapidly, but to meet the increasing demand, there is a need for more hotels and associate industries. This presents an excellent opportunity for collaboration between the hospitality industry of Vietnam and the entrepreneurs in the northeastern states. Currently, these states are well connected through air, road, and train network within India, and efforts are underway to enhance the international connectivity. Recognizing the similarity between northeast states of India and Vietnam in terms of geography, culture, social value, tradition, and cuisines, there is immense potential for natural learning and mutual learning and collaborations. I am delighted to mention that this Northeast Festival will not only facilitate connection between entrepreneurs, artists, academic institutions, and officials from both nations, but also play a vital role in linking the northeastern state of India with Vietnam, fostering stronger ties and understanding between our countries. India and Vietnam share a long-standing, close and cordial relationship rooted in our shared struggle for independence. And this commemorate our comrades has been further strengthened through our Act East policy, which has fostered strategic relationship and promoted economic cooperations and strengthened cultural ties with the regions. Our journey from the early days of diplomatic relations to the elevations of cooperations to comprehensive strategic partnership in the year 2016. During Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi's holistic visit to Vietnam is a testament to the success of our strong friendship. I am glad to mention that External Affairs Minister of India, Dr. S. Jaishankar, visited Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City just a few days ago and had highly productive discussions with several leaders of Vietnam. Southeast Asia holds a significant place in India's past and future. Our historical connection through trade, education, and shared cultural linkages have laid the foundation for a flourishing cooperation. The trade between India and ASEAN, which has crossed the US dollar 100 billion mark, exemplifies the mutually benefited and beneficial relationship shared by us. Currently, or culturally, our Northeast India and Vietnam share an intrinsic connections that spans millennia. Our commonalities in art, dance form, social structure, and cultural practices are a testament to our shared heritage. Vietnam, a long-standing friend of India, has stood with us through the tides of global development, reflecting the steadfastness of our partnership. As we celebrate the comprehensive strategic partnership between our countries, I see immense opportunity for us to engage actively in trade, business, technology, and defense. Vietnamese foreign policy principles align with our own, paving the way of cooperation in international forums and organizations. I congratulate the Embassy of India, Hanoi, Indian Consulate to Ho Chi Minh City, Ministry of Development of Northeastern Region and Tourism, and the Government of India, as well as the state governments of the Northeastern state for organizing this grand festival. I also commend train MMS for their effort towards organization of this festival. My special gratitude to Ho Chi Minh City government and Development of External Relations, Sports and Culture, and other Vietnamese authorities for their strong support to this event. I am confident that this festival will not only enhance the business and cultural exchange, but also strengthen the bond of friendship between our nations. The positive relations during the festival will have substantial outcomes for business and academic relationship between our countries. Let us embrace this spirit of cooperation and mutual understanding, paving the way for brighter and more prosperous future of India, Vietnam, and the entire Southeast Asian regions. Thank you. Jin Kam On.
Thank you so very much, Honorable Minister Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh, for your valuable speech and your constant guidance in our initiative to connect India's Northeast to Southeast Asia. Now we have a very special guest amongst us, Mr. Bui Huan Quang, Honorable Vice Chairman of People's Committee of Ho Chi Minh City. We are so privileged to have you amongst us. A round of applause for Sir Bui Huan Quang, Honorable Vice Chairman, People's Committee of Ho Chi Minh City.
Thưa ông Jakumar Rajan Singh, Quốc vụ Khanh Bộ Ngoại giao Ấn Độ. Thưa ông Sandip Arya, Đại sứ Ấn Độ tại Việt Nam. Thưa ông Madan Mohan Siddhi, Tổng lãnh sự Ấn Độ tại Thành phố Hồ Chí Minh. Kính thưa ông Nguyễn Long Biên, Phó Chủ tịch Ủy ban nhân dân tỉnh Ninh Thuận. Kính thưa lãnh đạo các bang của Đông Bắc Ấn Độ, lãnh đạo các tỉnh thành của Việt Nam, thưa các bạn Ấn Độ, các bạn Việt Nam tham dự sự kiện này. Namaste. Hôm nay tôi hân hạnh được thay mặt lãnh đạo Ủy ban nhân dân Thành phố Hồ Chí Minh phát biểu tại lễ hội Đông Bắc 2023. Trước tiên thì tôi xin gửi đến toàn thể quý vị tham dự lễ hội lời chào mừng nồng nhiệt, lời chúc mừng tốt đẹp nhất. Thưa quý vị, lễ hội Đông Bắc Ấn Độ được khai mạc trong bối cảnh quan hệ đối tác chiến lược toàn diện Việt Nam-Ấn Độ đang phát triển hết sức tốt đẹp, được thể hiện qua nhiều chuyến thăm cấp cao giữa lãnh đạo hai nước. Gần đây nhất là chuyến thăm Việt Nam và khánh thành tượng lãnh tụ Mahatma Gandhi tại Thành phố Hồ Chí Minh của Bộ trưởng Bộ Ngoại giao Ấn Độ. Tôi nhất trí với những chia sẻ của ông Quốc vụ Khanh cũng như ông Đại sứ về ý nghĩa của lễ hội hôm nay như một minh chứng sống động cho nỗ lực vun đắp tình hữu nghị và hiểu biết lẫn nhau giữa người dân Việt Nam nói chung, người dân Thành phố Hồ Chí Minh nói riêng với nhân dân Ấn Độ. Chúng tôi vô cùng trân trọng và đánh giá cao việc 7 địa phương của Đông Bắc Ấn Độ lần đầu tiên tổ chức hội nghị tại Việt Nam và chọn thành phố Hồ Chí Minh là địa điểm để diễn ra sự kiện. Lễ hội lần này chính là cơ hội để chúng ta trải nghiệm trực tiếp và hiểu rõ hơn về văn hóa, nghệ thuật, ẩm thực, âm nhạc cũng như truyền thống của Ấn Độ. Ngoài những hoạt động văn hóa, lễ hội còn là dịp tăng cường hợp tác thương mại đầu tư và giao lưu nhân dân giữa hai nước. Những trải nghiệm và hoạt động này sẽ góp phần gắn kết hơn nữa quan hệ Việt Nam – Ấn Độ về văn hóa, du lịch, đầu tư và giáo dục, góp phần thúc đẩy chính sách hành động phía Đông của chính phủ Ấn Độ với Việt Nam. Với nhiều hoạt động phong phú, đa dạng, lễ hội Đông Bắc 2023 hứa hẹn sẽ mang đến cho cả người dân Ấn Độ và người dân thành phố Hồ Chí Minh không chỉ một bữa tiệc văn hóa của Ấn Độ, mà còn giúp Ấn Độ quảng bá những thế mạnh của mình, từ đó kết nối và tìm kiếm đối tác phù hợp tại thành phố Hồ Chí Minh. Nhân dịp này, tôi bày tỏ sự trân trọng đối với những sáng kiến và nỗ lực của chính phủ Ấn Độ, chính quyền các bang Đông Bắc Ấn Độ, cũng như của Ngài Đại sứ, Ngài Tổng lãnh sự Ấn Độ tại thành phố Hồ Chí Minh, đặc biệt là cá nhân của các quý vị trong cái việc thúc đẩy hợp tác giữa thành phố Hồ Chí Minh và Ấn Độ nói chung và tổ chức lễ hội Đông Bắc 2023 ngày hôm nay. Thay mặt cho lãnh đạo và người dân thành phố Hồ Chí Minh, tôi xin chúc cho lễ hội Đông Bắc 2023 thành công tốt đẹp. Chúc toàn thể quý vị có những ngày tham dự lễ hội với nhiều kỷ niệm khó quên tại thành phố Hồ Chí Minh. Xin trân trọng cảm ơn. Shukriya.
Thank you so much, Honorable Bui Huan Quang, Vice Chairman of People's Committee of Ho Chi Minh City. Kamanrat Nahao. So next, we are going to have some speech from the perspective from India's Northeast. To start with, I request Assam, the gateway of Southeast Asia. Dr. N.G. Mahanta is an Honorable Advisor, Government of Assam. We request Dr. N.G. Mahanta to speak about Assam.
Namaskar. Mr. R.K. Ranjan, Honorable Minister of State External Affairs and Education, Government of India. Mr. Sandeep Arya, Honorable India's Ambassador to Vietnam. Honorable Excellencies from Vietnam, esteemed colleagues, and ladies and gentlemen. Kind regards and namaskar to all from the state of Assam, which is described by legendary singer of India, late Dr. Bhupen Hazarika, as Rupohi Ahom. That means the most culturally rich, variegated mosaic province of India. The region is also described by our honorable beloved Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, as Ishan Kon, that is the easternmost, which is considered to be most auspicious part, the most well-being part, according to India's Vastu Shastra, that is architectural India's text. Assam, with population of 33.4 million people, is the most populous province of northeastern region, with approximately $35 billion economy, that is 4,39,755 crore economy, with more than 12% per annum growth, which is considered to be one of the fastest growing states in India. The state is led by one of the youngest, one of the most dynamic, and one of the most talked about politician of India today, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma. During his tenure as Honorable CM of Assam, the state is rather galloping ahead in the economic progress and growth. Assam today is considered to be one of the most proactive digitally active Indian economy. All major pillars of governance and administration has been digitalized. All government departments run on e-file, and all utility providing departments have been proactively digitalized, like the land records, revenue, tax, healthcare, vehicle registration, so on and so forth. The entire system has been restructured under the initiative of Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma in such a manner so that administration becomes prompt, transparent, and people-friendly. Assam is one of the most biodiverse regions of the country. Tropical rainforest, bamboo groves, grasslands, wetlands, swamps, orchids, rare variety of medicinal plants comprise the rich biodiversity of the state. Assam's 7 national parks such as Kaziranga, Manas National Park, Dibru-Soikhwa, Nameri, Orang National Park and Tiger Reserve, Dihing Patkai National Park, etc. have been attracting a lot of tourists from India and abroad. Assam has the highest one-horned rhinos in the world. One-horned rhinos, Royal Bengal tiger, elephants, hoolock gibbons, river dolphins, reptiles, freshwater fish, and ornamental fish among some of the species and areas and many others provide a paradise destination for tourists and nature lovers. With around 750 tea gardens, Assam is the largest producer of tea in India. A stay in tea garden, playing golf, and driving through the lush green lanes of tea garden is an unforgettable lifetime experience. I invite all of you to have this exotic experience in the province of Assam. Assam is the only state in India to have opened one Act-East department exclusively dealing with Southeast Asia. As 97% of the region is connected with Southeast Himalayan and South Asian countries like Bhutan, Nepal, China, Bangladesh, and Myanmar, Assam is the gateway of Southeast Asia. Majority of the communities of Assam have come from various parts of Southeast Asia. Assam has been trying to reach out to the various southeastern countries in all areas, like be it commerce, trade, connectivity, people-to-people contact, and educational exchange. I would like to conclude by reiterating one point, that Northeast India in general, and Assam in particular, we are natural and organic partners with Vietnam. Why? The most outstanding feature that bridge our state region with Southeast Asia in general and Vietnam in particular is the Mongoloid origin of both the countries, particularly with northeastern states. The Thai, that is the Ahoms, they are the largest community of Assam and they find their counterpart in Vietnam. Thai is a generic group in Southeast Asia who are known as Thai in Thailand, Lao in Laos, and Tay Thai in Vietnam. There are enormous cultural similarities, particularly in food, dress, lifestyle, and so on and so forth. Particularly, I would like to give one example, that is rice beer. Rice beer, for example, is one of the most sought after drinks among the tribal community of Assam. Similar practices are there among the black Thais living in Vietnam. As saying goes, Pai ha kon Viet kin sa, pa ha kon Tai kin lao. It means visiting Vietnamese house, you drink tea. But when you visit Thai, you are offered with rice wine or rice beer. And that is similarity that we have among the tribal communities of Northeast India and with the Thai counterpart, particularly in Vietnam. We look forward to this kind of commonalities to work tomorrow. I would like to concentrate this kind of cultural, sociological connection between Southeast Asia and that of Northeast India. And we'll also talk about educational exchanges tomorrow. I do sincerely believe that this 2-3 days conclave will facilitate a new saga of relationship in the days to come. Namaskar, Jai Hind, Dhanyawad.
Thank you so very much, Honorable Advisor, Government of Assam, Dr. N.G. Mahanta. And now I request the beautiful state of Arunachal Pradesh, one of the most beautiful destinations in the entire world. Mr. T. Bagra is the Honorable Minister for Industries, Trade and Commerce, Textile, handloom and handicraft labor of Government of Arunachal Pradesh. Bagra Sahab.
Honorable Union Minister of State for External Affairs, Shri R.K. Ranjan ji, Vice Chairman, People's Committee of Ho Chi Minh City, His Excellency, Ambassador of India to Vietnam, all the delegates from Government of India and from other states of the northeastern region, the delegates from Vietnam and official participation in this festival today, and ladies and gentlemen. In fact, I was also not aware. Shortly I came to know about this. My approval was conveyed lately. Without having received political clearance, I had to come here. Of course, now it has been regularized. So I was not well prepared. I was somewhere else in the remote, in the marriage ceremony. So on coming about that, Itanagar, I came to know we are to attend this. So now I will only speak particular about Arunachal's economic perspective, because many other states, representatives from other states from Northeast are already here. They will most probably speak about their own state. So I'll confine to Arunachal Pradesh only. As you may be aware, amongst the 8 northeastern regions of India, 8 states of northeastern region of India, Arunachal has the largest geographical area. It has more than 84,000 square kilometers. So population is of course very thin, and we have the lowest density in India as far as population, geographical area density is concerned. So we have multi-ethnic tribes, around 26 major tribes, and more than 100 sub-tribes with different language, different culture, and different religion, and different livelihood and all. But we are living together as one Arunachali. So we 79% of our state area, geographical area, is declared as forest area. So we have, I think, largest forest area in the northeast. We have a lot of thousands of flora and fauna, and some of the species are not available anywhere in the world. We have only, few species are there which are not commonly available anywhere in the world. We have vast and rich medicinal herbs available in our state. Plus, we have great potentiality for horticulture, agriculture, and sericulture development in the state. As already Union Minister has mentioned, we have around 58,000 megawatt of hydroelectric potentiality in the state. Out of 58,000 megawatt so far installed capacity, we could harness only near about 3,000 so far. And about 12,000 megawatt has already been awarded some of the CPSUs. like NHPC, NEPCO, and other CPSs, those who are power developers. This is the highest potentiality that is any state in India has so far. Ours is about 35% of the national installed capacity in respect of hydropower development in Arunachal. So, our state is surrounded by 3 countries. In the east, Burma. In the north, China, which is around 1,200, more than 1,200 kilometers. And in the west is Bhutan. So, our accessibility to China is restricted. We don't have any that kind of diplomatic channel or the kind of relationship. So we don't have any accessibility to China, or not they are allowed to come to our state. So as far as Burma, Myanmar and Bhutan is concerned, we want to have a collaborative, trade partner, a commerce and trade partnership with them. That initiative has already been initiated by us. I hope our Union Minister will take note of it and kindly extend his help to us in this respect. So under the dynamic leadership of our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji and our Chief Minister Shri Pema Khandu of the state, we have received so much of developmental schemes for the infrastructure development of our state. So far we have every availability of infrastructure that is other state has in the country. Earlier we were so lagging behind, and there was landlocked. It was considered to be a landlocked state. So we now have every connectivity by national highway in Arunachal, national highway to every district, and with the airport at Itanagar, last year it was opened, and another airport at Pasigat. And we have connectivity with the Indian Railway also up to our state headquarters, Naharlagun. And more are coming up. Pasigat is also going to be connected with railways, and also survey is going on in other parts of the district headquarters, which we are expecting that this will be completed, and estimate will be primed for the initial for works. So our main focus now at the moment is to explore the vast potentiality for business opportunities, especially on food processing, by developing horticultural area, cultivational area, and also mineral-based industries and power sector. So if the proposal at hand is completed, and about 12% of the total percentage harness, perhaps we are going to be one of the very, we're going to be very, not very rich, but we'll be comfortable in our state economy, and we'll be able to be independent of central funding also. So that hope is there with us, and we expect that other state of the Northeast, or even that is our friendly countries from Southeast Asia, will also definitely look for the for financing to our state and take a participation of our development pursuit. So, we have already formulated a industrial policy of our state that is with high incentive, with subsidy in power department, and also tax relief initiative to welcome investors even from other countries, not only our own the state of our own state. So yesterday, after having come over here, I have gone around this Ho Chi Minh City. Perhaps this is, while I went up to 44th floor of a high tall building, I saw around, and it was something looked like Newark. As if I am somewhere looking around Newark. So we never expected, we were a student in 1950s, 60s and 70s, early 70s. We ever heard about Vietnam War all the time. Now, yesterday also we have visited this. We could not stop rolling down tears. This war memorial exhibits were so, I mean, I don't know what to express. We had to roll down tears. How it happened? They look like us almost in facial look or even culturally, or most probably racial also we are akin, and we have so many similarities. Having seen their suffering there, that was exhibited there, I really rolled down tears. We all, because we could not stop ourselves. It was the state, but you have taken so much of initiative, and your development has been so fast that you could build up this type of beautiful city, one of the beautiful cities in the world. So I congratulate you for having done so much of development within the period of around 28 years of the ending of the war. So, and I'm really impressed. So this is my first time attending this type of festival. So, at last but not least, I would like to congratulate the organizers and all other officials who are involved in organizing this kind of events in Vietnam, with the Ho Chi Minh City. And thank you very much, Sir.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister Tumki Bagra, sir. Now, a beautiful state of Meghalaya, Mr. Frederick Roy Khakongar, can I request you to give a short presentation about the cloud above the Meghalaya?
A very good evening to all. Ladies and gentlemen, Honorable Minister of State for External Affairs, Shri R.K. Ranjan Singh ji, Honorable Ambassador, His Excellency, Mr. Sandeep Arya, the Vice Chairman of the Ho Chi Minh City, the Consul General of our city here, I mean Ho Chi Minh City, the Consul General of India, Honorable Ministers, dignitaries, my fellow, in fact, compatriots from all the 7 sister states, I stand here to give you a brief glimpse about our state, Meghalaya, which is known as the land of the clouds, because it's the state where the name itself, Meghalaya, which means the land of the clouds, and also our capital city, Shillong, is also known as the Scotland of the East. It used to be once the capital of the entire northeast region in the pre-independence British era, and also right up to the formation of our state when we were part of the composite state of Assam. So our state, basically, we are anchored on the twin themes of rooted in nature and connected to culture. So we are a state which is brimming with waterfalls, and we are steeped in tradition, but our gaze is fixed on the future. At the same time, we are 3 tribes, 3 ancient tribes, Khasi, Jaintia, as well as Garo. We'd like to call it as mysterious, megalithic, matrilineal, and also we have rich colonial, heritage. When I talked about mysterious, Meghalaya has come into focus right now because of the very mysterious living root bridges. These living root bridges are the product of bioengineering skills of our hill communities, which are mainly located on the slopes bordering Bangladesh. And these bridges are basically the roots of the ficus trees. They are trained from one end to the other. And in these regions, we don't need to build cement or concrete bridges, but we have these living root bridges, which is one of the iconic tourism properties right now in Meghalaya. And we invite all of you to come and visit Meghalaya for the living root bridges, which abound in our state. It is megalithic. We have a number of these stone monuments everywhere, dotted across the state. And it is very much reminiscent of the Stonehenge that you have in the UK. And it is a symbol of commemoration of an ancient culture. We are matrilineal. We are the only state in the Northeast which has matrilineal heritage, which traces our heritage from the matrilineal. And our women are not only equal, but they are co-leaders in the in the polity, in the economy, and in that we, I think, have adhered to the Sustainable Development Goals, because gender action is one of the Sustainable Development Goals. At the same time, we also follow eco-friendly practices, as is evident with the root bridges. So 2-3 of the Sustainable Development Goals are already met through our inherent culture, which is rooted in nature, connected to culture. We also have beautiful weather, colonial heritage. That is a picture right up there of the Raj Bhavan. When you come to Shillong, it could be at any part of Europe because of its salubrious climate, its green, verdant, rolling hillocks, and strawberries as well, cherry blossoms. We have beautiful cherry blossoms. In fact, this month, in November, we are having the Cherry Blossom Festival, and we have festivals, visible across the city around November. And we have literary programs, and we have music programs, and we have a lot of literary festivals. Last year, from the embassy of South Korea, as well as Japan, the last 2-3 years they have partnered, and they have visited, and they have interacted with the state government of Meghalaya, because in Japan also they have sakura. In South Korea also cherry blossom is quite popular. So Cherry Blossom Festival is something which is a much looked forward to event, and it's very beautiful in pink in Shillong around November. And we have Lakadong turmeric, which is there on the slide, which is the highest curcumin content. Lakadong has the highest curcumin content, and we are a state which is very famous for the Lakadong turmeric, which has anti-cancerous properties. And Lakadong is even being exported to various international markets right now. Next, please. So we are also very rich in textile tradition. We know that Vietnam is also extremely rich with textile tradition. That is a picture of our textile map and various patterns of our tribes and of our communities. We have a silk village, which is there in our state, and there are various weaves and the various patterns. We will be having an exhibition of this at the September 23rd Park, and also fashion design will also be showcased at this, in the next 2 days. Next, please. We are very musical. We love music. This is a picture of the famous Shillong Chimba Choir, which is India's first choir group, which blends both Indian as well as Western. They have sung for President Barack Obama. They've also sung at various international events. And we also have our traditional music, which you will be seeing in a shortly in the evening. So it's also very famous for rock music. It is known as the rock capital of India, and we have many bands. One of the bands will be performing in the next 2 days in the festival. Next, please. So these are some glimpses of the various kinds of musical talent that abounds in our state of Meghalaya. Next. So these are short videos. I'll be sharing with you some short videos about Meghalaya. Yeah. So Meghalaya is, as I mentioned, it is rooted in tradition. It is connected to culture. So we'll be showing you brief glimpses of Meghalaya's art, its tourism.
How I bet oye berthai qua de o makasngi use.
So we have beautiful waterfalls, rich culture. We are inhabited by three major tribes: the Khasis, the Garos, and the Jaintias. They're very much similar to the minority tribes that you have up in northern Vietnam. So our textile tradition is also very rich. Known as the Nongkrem dance. It's an ancient dance. And the next tourism video can also be showcased, please. So these are a few of the glimpses of the tourism sites of Shillong and of Meghalaya. We have a few luxury resorts. Just outside Shillong city. It's a lake resort. This is one of the oldest golf courses in India, dating to pre-British era. These are the living root bridges. Yeah. Next, please. So this showcases a bit of our textile tradition. Linked with our tradition as well. And this is an eco-friendly textile. This is a brand called Rindia. We know that Vietnam is very keen on Quang Nam or green tourism. So even Meghalaya is very keen on green tourism. And with these few words and these few presentations, I would like to greet you all Sing Chao and Koinum, I think. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Karkango, for the wonderful presentation. I would like to welcome you all and visit one of the most beautiful destinations you will ever find in the entire world, that is Meghalaya. Now, quickly, we have very small two speeches right now. We are coming to the end of the session. I request the Land of Festivals, Nagaland. Mr. Ramakrishnan, the Principal Secretary, will present you one of the most culturally diverse destinations of India, the Nagaland.
Good evening, everyone. Namaskar. We take you all to Nagaland through a small video, 3 minutes video. We'll start with the video.
Nagaland is a young, dynamic, and a culturally vibrant state which puts us in the spotlight, be it tourism, fashion, and music. But that's not all. Nagaland is an emerging destination for market opportunities that are untapped. Over the last decade, the state has evolved beyond just a tourist and a cultural hotspot into a hub of creativity, innovation, and enterprise. As reflected in the GSDP, there has been a steady annual increase of 10.46% between 2011 to 2020. The Agri and Allied is one of the major contributors to the GSDP and is the largest employer of the workforce in the state. Nagaland's crop cultivation and production has paved the way for a growing export market. The state has also adopted a balanced mix of technology and indigenous technical knowledge. Powered under SDG 17, the state aspires to reduce fiscal deficit to 3% of the GSDP and increase state-level income generation to attain self-sufficiency. We are fortunate to have a young population who are constantly adapting to the changing technology and innovation. 1,232.94 crore was spent on education and continues to be a priority sector for the state. The potential to explore Nagaland's rich natural resources like tea, pineapple, honey, and bamboo is high. Nagaland aims to move from subsistence to surplus economy. Our goal is to increase the state's export potential with the right market linkages. Nagaland aims to be a model startup leader by establishing 500 startups. At present, IDAN is collaborating with various national and international organizations that will propel us towards economic growth. IDAN is an investment promotion agency to explore and promote all possible investment opportunities for the state. Our goal is to support innovative ways to attract investment and build our local content, as well as match the aspirational quotient of the people through strategic partnerships. Come, share our journey towards sustainable growth.
Thank you. Like land of clouds, Meghalaya, Nagaland is called land of festival. Nagaland, we have more than 17 recognized tribes. I am wearing a traditional costume, and our Nagaland team, we have 42, and our team members, we come in a traditional attire. I request the Nagaland team just to stand up, just to show your presence to the audience. Thank you, thank you. Respected dignitaries of the Government of Vietnam and Government of India, Honorable Union Minister, the Deputy Chairman, City Council, Ho Chi Minh City, Honorable Ministers, officers and participants from Northeastern states, distinguished guests and ladies and gentlemen, I am privileged and honored to address the third edition of Northeast Festival in Ho Chi Minh City on behalf of the Honorable Chief Minister of Nagaland, who was very keen to attend this program. Due to some unavoidable circumstances, he could not present today. This festival seeks to connect the beautiful and culturally diverse region of Northeast with Vietnam, and in doing so, it strengthens the relationship and friendship between two nations. Nagaland, as an investment destination, it offers a wide range of opportunities in organic agriculture production, food processing, handloom, handicrafts, bamboo. In bamboo, we have about 5% of country's total bamboo production in our state. The state also has enormous potential in coffee, spices, aromatic and medicinal plants. The Hornbill Festival, it is popularly known throughout the world. It is celebrated during 1 to 10 December, and that has made the state vibrant and sustainable tourism destination. It is expected that this Northeast Festival in Ho Chi Minh City, it provides an opportunity to get to know the best practices in agriculture, which stand to greatly benefit our Northeastern states. By showcasing and promoting Northeastern products, such as coffee, tea, agro, textiles, and handicrafts in Vietnam, this event aims to expand market reach. Furthermore, that it will enhance trade in critical sectors like agri, food processing, textiles, ultimately resulting in long-term market linkages. As the Northeast region seeks to broaden our outreach and strengthen bilateral ties, Vietnam, a country with a rich history and strong connection to India, which serves as the perfect host for this year's festival. Its vibrant culture, similarities, and expertise in agriculture and small-scale industries make it an ideal partner for the development and growth of our northeastern states. I would like to extend our gratitude to the organizers, the Ministry of External Affairs, the Ministry of Donor, the Embassy in Vietnam, the Consulate General, Ho Chi Minh City, who have made this event possible. I wish the third Northeast India Festival a great success that will deepen our friendship and collaboration with Vietnam and Southeast Asia. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ramakrishnan, sir. So we are coming to the last speech for today's Northeast perspective. We have Ministry of Donor, Northeast India, Northeast region, a nodal ministry for the entire Northeast. Now, we have seen from Meghalaya, Assam, Arunachal, and the states of Nagaland. Now we'll hear from Ministry of Donor, Mr. Harpreet Singh, the Joint Secretary of Ministry of Donor. Big round of applause for Mr. Harpreet Singh.
Honorable Minister of State for External Affairs, the Vice Chairman, People's Committee, Ho Chi Minh City, the Indian Ambassador to Vietnam, Excellencies, dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen. I think much of what I had to say has already been covered by all the previous speakers and in much more detail and with greater knowledge. However, I would like to say a few things. It's an honor and a privilege for me personally to be here in this beautiful historic city. And India and Vietnam, two nations with deeply rooted historical ties forged through their shared struggle of independence, have established a robust and enduring bilateral relationship. This partnership is exemplified by their flourishing economic ties. Vietnam is actually India's 15th largest trading partner worldwide and the 4th largest in the ASEAN. For Vietnam, India is its 10th largest global trading partner, and the total trade between India and Vietnam stood at USD 14.7 billion in 2022-23. Beyond trade, India's investments in Vietnam have played a pivotal role in strengthening our mutual relationship. Indian investments, estimated at about 1.9 billion, encompass various sectors including energy, mineral exploration, agro-processing, sugar, tea, coffee, IT, and auto components. While demonstrative of India's long-term interest in Vietnam's economic development and the shared prosperity of both nations, These engagements are essential components of India's Act East policy. The policy has ASEAN as its core and seeks to promote economic cooperation, cultural ties, and develop strategic relationships with the countries in the Indo-Pacific region. The Ministry of Development of Northeastern Region, Government of India, and the 8 states of the region are active and crucial players in actualizing this policy. The Northeastern region of India comprises 8 states, most of whom are present here. The region constitutes only 8% of the geographical area of the country and about 4% of its population. As has been mentioned, it is known for its natural resources, picturesque landscapes, linguistic and cultural diversity, unspoiled environment, etc. More than 60% of the land area is under forest, making it one of the greenest areas in the country. In fact, we say that what the Amazon forest is to the world, the Northeast is to India. Moreover, the strategic location of the Northeastern region, including proximity to Southeast Asia, makes it an ideal gateway for trade and commerce. You'll be surprised to know that it has a border of about, the region has a border of about 5,300 kilometers, 93% of which is international border. So you can understand that the potential that holds for trade, etc. I'd like to specifically talk about one of the initiatives that the Ministry of Development of Northeast region has undertaken in partnership with the state governments of the region. In order to provide impetus to the next phase of economic development in the region, this ministry is organizing the first ever Northeast Investor Summit in Delhi to promote trade and investment in the region in the focus sectors of tourism and hospitality, agro-food processing and allied sectors, textiles, handloom and handicraft, healthcare, education and skill development, IT and IT-enabled services, and entertainment and sports. Many of the states have spoken in detail about the potential that their state holds in these sectors. And we have been very enthused by the response so far. We have engaged with over 500 potential investors in the run-up to the summit. The summit is likely to be held in early next year. And 400 expressions of interest have been received. Going by the benchmark of similar events that have been held in other parts of the country, this is a fantastic response, and the credit certainly goes to the states, their policymakers, and the proactive approach that they have taken in dealing with potential investors. So we are committed to preserving the region's rich biodiversity, protecting its environment, and promoting eco-friendly practices. We seek investments that align with our sustainable development goals, ensuring a harmonious balance between economic growth and environmental conservation. I have a suggestion, and it is that based on the experience that we've had over the last 1 year of organizing the activities and the events leading up to the summit, we could have possible participation of the Vietnamese captains of industry, business leaders, the government of Vietnam. Firstly, in tourism. Last year, over 138,000 Indian tourists visited Vietnam, ranking it 9th amongst the 10 largest source markets. Northeastern states of India and Vietnam share a long history and cultural ties, and there is a growing interest in tourism between the two countries. A nature-focused tourism circuit encompassing both the northeastern region and Vietnam could provide an opportunity to experience its unique wildlife, natural splendor, adventure sports, craft and handloom, etc. The northeastern region could become an integral component of a Buddhist tourism circuit connecting Vietnam with Bodh Gaya, Sarnath and Nepal, since they are all located in very close proximity. Agriculture could be another sector because the region stands out with its organic and GI tagged products which have both domestic and global demand. It boasts of products like Assam tea, Nagaland's Bhut Jolokia, Meghalay's turmeric, Tripura's queen pineapple, each with its unique taste, quality and reputation tied to its geographical origin. Vietnam's robust growth in the food processing sector presents an opportunity for northeastern region's organic and GI products. The distinctiveness and the authenticity of these products can cater to Vietnam's growing middle class and urban population seeking quality and sustainable products. Conversely, northeastern region can benefit from Vietnam's advanced food processing technologies and practices. The third sector that I would suggest is handloom and handicrafts. Diverse ethnic groups of the region produce handlooms with distinct patterns, styles, motifs, etc. And the region has just under 2 million weavers and allied workers in the sector. Silk production in the northeast India accounts for 22.86% of the total silk production in the country. Muga silk or golden silk of Assam is GI tagged and is produced only in the northeastern region. Some of the areas of cooperation can be facilitating the exchange of artisans or craft experts to share knowledge, technique, and designing. Opportunities for trade partnerships for export and import of handicrafts could be explored. Collaborations on sustainable and eco-friendly practices, etc. My colleague is here from the Northeastern Handicrafts and Handloom Development Corporation, and he will be speaking more on this in the focused discussions that will follow tomorrow. We also have Invest India here. Bune, where are you? Okay. So my request to Invest India would be that at the conclusion of these 3 days, we should actually be able to map the areas of cooperation, match the strengths of the two countries, etc., so that going forward and in the run-up to the summit also, we can sort of move in a more productive, outcome-oriented way and actually have some very tangible results coming out of this. So we could really work on that. Lastly, I wish to congratulate the Indian Embassy in Vietnam for organizing this North India Festival. And I wish them the very best. The event will showcase all that is good and beautiful in the Northeast and encourage the people of Vietnam to maybe visit the region and promote people-to-people contact. I thank you for inviting me to be a part of this very exciting event and allowing me to share these thoughts. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, the Joint Secretary, Donor, Sri Harbit Singh sir, for presenting about India's Northeast. So we are going to the final speech of tonight's program from Ninh Thuan provinces, Mr. Long Bien, the Vice Chairman, Honorable Vice Chairman, People's Committee of Ninh Thuan provinces. His Excellency, can you please come?
Kính thưa Ngài Rakumar Ranjansin, Quốc vụ Khanh Bộ Ngoại giao và Giáo dục Ấn Độ. Kính thưa Ngài Sandip Arya, Đại sứ Ấn Độ tại Việt Nam. Kính thưa Ngài Madam Mohan Sethi, Tổng lãnh sự Ấn Độ tại thành phố Hồ Chí Minh. Kính thưa lãnh đạo các bộ ngành chính phủ của Ấn Độ, cũng như là lãnh đạo các thủ hiến bang Đông Bắc của Ấn Độ. Kính thưa toàn thể quý vị đại biểu. Hôm nay tôi rất vinh dự được mời tham dự và có cái lời phát biểu tại lễ hội Đông Bắc Ấn Độ năm 2023. Đây là sự kiện quan trọng nhằm để giới thiệu những di sản văn hóa phong phú và đa dạng của các bang Đông Bắc Ấn Độ và các tỉnh, thành phố của Việt Nam. Bản thân tôi thì rất ấn tượng qua những cái lời trình bày phát biểu của lãnh đạo các bang Đông Bắc Ấn Độ, cũng như là trình chiếu những cái video clip giới thiệu, quảng bá về cái tiềm năng lợi thế của các bang Đông Bắc Bộ Ấn Độ. Kính thưa quý vị đại biểu, Ninh Thuận với lợi thế là cửa ngõ nối vùng kinh tế trọng điểm của Đông Nam Bộ với các tỉnh Nam Tây Nguyên và Nam Trung Bộ, nằm ở giao điểm của 3 trục giao thông chiến lược, đó là quốc lộ 1, cao tốc Bắc Nam phía Đông và đường sắt Bắc Nam và quốc lộ 27 nối lên Nam Tây Nguyên. Ninh Thuận chúng tôi có hệ sinh thái rùng lùng, khô hạn độc nhất của Đông Nam Á, là một trong số ít của tỉnh Việt Nam có 2 vườn quốc gia. Trong đó vườn quốc gia núi Chúa vừa được UNESCO công nhận là khu dự trữ sinh quyển thế giới, là một trong 9 di sản thiên nhiên của thế giới. Vịnh Vĩnh Hy thì được xếp hạng là danh lam thắng cảnh quốc gia. Vùng biển Ninh Thuận nằm trong 18 vùng nước trồi của thế giới. Điều kiện khí hậu nhiệt đới, tiểu khí hậu Tây Á. Ninh Thuận thì có cái thời tiết nắng ấm là quanh năm, đặc biệt là không có bão, là nơi sinh sống tập trung của cộng đồng người Chăm nhiều nhất cả nước, với những nét văn hóa, tín ngưỡng đặc sắc, làng nghề truyền thống làm gốm Chăm là làng nghề cổ nhất của Đông Nam Á. Vừa rồi thì đã được UNESCO ghi danh là di sản văn hóa phi vật thể cần phải bảo vệ khẩn cấp. Đây là điều kiện thuận lợi cho phát triển của các ngành du lịch sinh thái, du lịch trải nghiệm, khám phá và du lịch văn hóa độc đáo của Ninh Thuận. Thưa quý vị đại biểu, Ninh Thuận thì chúng tôi đang tập trung để đầu tư đồng bộ về hạ tầng giao thông, kết nối với cảng hàng không và kết nối với đường sắt, đường bộ, đường cao tốc, cảng biển. Và chúng tôi tập trung kết nối Ninh Thuận với các trung tâm kinh tế lớn như là Hà Nội, thành phố Hồ Chí Minh, Đà Nẵng và khu vực Tây Nguyên. Ninh Thuận còn có nhiều lợi thế về quỹ đất, còn nhiều dư địa cho để phát triển. Và đây là cơ hội để tăng trưởng cao với giá đất thấp hơn nhiều so với mức giá của các tỉnh trong khu vực. Kính thưa quý vị đại biểu, hiện nay thì quy hoạch chiến lược của tỉnh Ninh Thuận thời kỳ năm 2021 và 2030 và tầm nhìn đến 2050 đã được Hội đồng Thẩm định Quốc gia thông qua, với tầm nhìn chiến lược là Ninh Thuận miền đất hội tụ của những giá trị khác biệt, tạo dựng được những giá trị khác biệt để chúng tạo ra năng lực cạnh tranh cho nền kinh tế, khai thác tiềm năng và thế mạnh, cũng như là tạo dư địa cho tăng trưởng. Quy hoạch chúng tôi đã xác định chọn 5 cụm ngành đột phá, gồm năng lượng và năng lượng tái tạo, du lịch đẳng cấp cao, công nghiệp chế biến và chế tạo, nông nghiệp công nghệ cao, xây dựng và kinh doanh bất động sản. Và chúng tôi tập trung cho 2 động lực tăng trưởng mới, đó là kinh tế biển và kinh tế đô thị. Với những tiềm năng, lợi thế khác biệt, độc đáo từ thiên nhiên, từ con người và truyền thống văn hóa, lịch sử của địa phương, và trên cơ sở các chủ trương, các định hướng chiến lược, khát vọng của tỉnh, Ninh Thuận sẽ tập trung ưu tiên phát triển các ngành lĩnh vực mà tỉnh có lợi thế, hình thành hệ sinh thái đồng bộ, tạo ra động lực để thúc đẩy phát triển về kinh tế, xã hội của địa phương, phù hợp với thế mạnh của Ấn Độ, nhất là các lĩnh vực công nghệ cao, công nghiệp phần mềm, công nghiệp chế biến, chế tạo, công nghiệp hỗ trợ, cơ khí chế tạo, linh kiện ô tô và điện tử, cũng như là chế biến thực phẩm và dược phẩm. Để thúc đẩy và nâng cao hiệu quả hơn nữa hợp tác giữa Ninh Thuận với Ấn Độ trong thời gian tới, thì chúng tôi rất mong muốn các lãnh đạo của các bang Đông Bắc Ấn Độ và các nhà đầu tư Ấn Độ có thời gian tìm hiểu, trao đổi về thương mại, phát triển thị trường xuất khẩu các mặt hàng về nông sản, thủy sản của tỉnh qua Ấn Độ, cũng như là hợp tác xuất khẩu những sản phẩm Hala của Ninh Thuận vào thị trường Ấn Độ, và hỗ trợ đào tạo nguồn nhân lực chất lượng cao trong các lĩnh vực như là du lịch, giáo dục, y tế, cũng như là chuyển đổi số. Tỉnh Ninh Thuận chúng tôi sẽ cam kết tạo mọi điều kiện thuận lợi nhất cho các nhà đầu tư, các doanh nghiệp Ấn Độ trong quá trình nghiên cứu, khảo sát, thu thập thông tin, thực hiện các thủ tục đăng ký đầu tư và ưu đãi đầu tư theo hướng đảm bảo quyền lợi tốt nhất cho các nhà đầu tư theo quy định của pháp luật Việt Nam. Thì hôm nay thì thời gian có hạn nên chúng tôi cũng xin phép được có một vài ý kiến hết sức là vắn tắt. Và ngày mai trong cái phiên thảo luận về tiềm năng về du lịch thì chúng tôi sẽ có cái trình bày cụ thể hơn về những cái tiềm năng, cái lợi thế được mong mà giới thiệu quảng bá đến các vị lãnh đạo cũng như là các nhà đầu tư của Ấn Độ đối với tỉnh Ninh Thuận chúng tôi. Cuối cùng, thay mặt lãnh đạo Ủy ban Nhân dân tỉnh Ninh Thuận, tôi xin chân thành cảm ơn ông Quốc vụ Khanh, ông Đại sứ, ông Tổng lãnh sự quán cũng như là lãnh đạo của các bang Đông Bắc của Ấn Độ. Và xin kính chúc quý vị đại biểu sức khỏe, hạnh phúc và thịnh vượng. Chúc cho mối quan hệ hữu nghị, hợp tác giữa Việt Nam và Ninh Thuận, Việt Nam và Ấn Độ ngày càng phát triển một cách bền vững và tốt đẹp. Kính chúc cho lễ hội Đông Bắc Ấn Độ năm 2023 thành công rực rỡ. Xin trân trọng cảm ơn.
Thank you so very much. His Excellency Nguyen Long Bien, Vice Chairman of People Committee of Ninh Thuan Provinces. So we are coming to the end of this program and we will have a special performance from Meghalaya. It's a drum ensemble of traditional music of tribes of Meghalaya, the Khasi, Jayantia and Garu tribes. This troupe has come from all the way from Meghalaya. Enjoy. Thank you for this wonderful presentation from Khasi, Jayanti, and Garu tribes of Meghalaya. So we are closing the program with the man of the moment, Dr. Madan Mohan Sethi, the Consul General of Vietnam, in the Indian Consulate at Ho Chi Minh City. Thank you so much for all the support, and we are closing the evening with an address by Dr. Madan Mohan Sethi.
Good evening, Xin Chào, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable Minister of State for External Affairs and Education, Government of India, His Excellency Ambassador of India to Vietnam, Mr. Bui Xuan Kun, Vice Chairman, People's Committee of Ho Chi Minh City, Mr. Nguyen Long Bin, Vice Chairman, People's Committee of Ninh Thuan Province, senior officials from Province of Can Tho, Khan Hoa, Ninh Thuan, Binh Phuc, and Kamau, ministers and senior officials from northeastern states of India, Ministry of Donor, and Ministry of Tourism. Today we had the successful inauguration of the third edition of the Northeast India Festival in this historic city, Ho Chi Minh City. The idea behind the event was to develop connection between people and entrepreneurs from both sides, and also to share information on the northeast states of India for trade, investment, and tourism linkage. It is heartening that with less time in hand, the event was successfully planned. I would like to extend my gratitude to the Ho Chi Minh City government, the Department of External Relations, the Department of Sports and Culture, the Department of Construction, and all other agencies of the Ho Chi Minh City government for their support in all possible ways. This is the first time the Indian Consulate has is going to organize a big outdoor cultural and exhibition event. Here I would also like to thank the State Government of Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, and Mizoram for sending senior ministers and officials to attend the program, and also to MMS Train and Mr. Mahanta for mobilizing participation and conceptualizing the whole event with his team. I am sure the next 2 days of the event will definitely create lots of positive connection between people on both sides. Ho Chi Minh City is the largest city in Vietnam and is the commercial, financial, and educational hub of Vietnam. I am sure the business meet, the tourism meet, and the people-to-people meet tomorrow will have some positive outcomes. The 2 days cultural program, which will be performed by more than 100 artists from northeastern states and some of the Vietnamese cultural troops, will create interest among our Vietnamese friends to know more about the northeastern region of India. Finally, I would like to thank you for all of you for taking out time to join this program. I will also invite my Indian friends, Indian community members, to invite their friends from Vietnam, their Vietnamese friends and others to visit the 23rd September Park, where we will have 2 days exhibition, and also to attend our cultural programs, which will be held for next 2 days as 23rd September Park. I wish you all good health. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you, sir. With that, we end the inaugural session of Northeast India Festival. We have dinner ready for all of you. There will be some photo session with our respected guest, and a dinner is being served. Thank you, all of you. A big round of applause for all of you, the participants, guests coming from Vietnam, the senior functionaries, entrepreneurs, and media personalities, and our friends coming all the way from Northeast India. Thank you so much. And let's have dinner together. Thank you. Photos of our dignitaries and our friends. Wants to take photos with her dignitaries coming from Vietnam.